Unique, unrepeatable expression of God, I am.
Wonderful.
Thank you all.
Well, we are in the month, in the 12 powers. There's wonderful opportunity for observe the power of the month, and June is imagination. And so today is imagination will take you everywhere. Now, it's true with imagination, as with all the other powers, is that we can use our divine given gift of imagination in the relative or in the spiritual. So if imagination will take you everywhere, we get to choose whether we're going to imagine good or juicy bad. My mother-in-law invented worry. It's obviously contagious. She could create amazing new reality to worry about. She had an imagination. You know, like kids have really great imaginations. She never dropped it, and she lived to 98. We can also choose to imagination the best, the good. Since God is omnipotent and omniscient and all the wonderful presence that allows us to achieve exactly what we want. So let's see where this is going to navigate. We'll start with Scripture. Romans chapter 12, verse 2. Be transformed by the renewing of your mind. This is the very energy that advances us into the next experience of our life. We're transformed. We're moving forward. We're falling down. We're laying down. We're sitting down. We are living our life by whatever it is we hold in our mind. Now, unity has 5 principles, and the third one is what we think, what we believe, what we imagine creates our experience. That's be transformed by the renewing of your mind. This is our way of living life, is navigating by, if you don't like what's happening in your life, change your thought. Change what you're imagining. Now, there's stuff that happens to us, but a lot of what happens to us is from the choices we make. And what do we use to create that choice? Anyone have a guess? Our imagination! It's wonderful. And that imagination will take us everywhere. Where do you want to go? What do you want to be? What do you want to allow? What do you want to accept? What's behind the door? Or door number 1, door number 2, and door number 3. The great thing about imagination is we can put anything we want behind any one of those doors. We do it all the time. Anyone ever cooked a meal? Anyone ever create a piece of art? Anyone ever write a song or music? Anyone have a baby? Imagination will take us everywhere. Now, Charles Fillmore, co-founder of Unity, he talks about imagination in this way. Imagination is the power by which we image and shape substance. Now, you have to know with Charles Fillmore, one of his favorite words for talking about with the divine and God is substance. So in his frame of view, he's talking, how do we image and shape God, our experience of life, that Christ consciousness? And it is our imagination, this incredible power tool to shape anything, to create anything. It may seem like it's thin air, but the air is rich with all of our imagination. There is nothing impossible in God, which means there's nothing truly impossible for us if we open to it. Now, I'm never going to have a baby, give birth to a baby, but I give birth to all kinds of things all the time. I'm a veritable birthing machine of new ideas and expressions. Just ask Owen. I'm always birthing something, and he's always telling me I'm too loud. Oh, well, that's me. It's been 35 years, and I'm still loud. Sorry, Owen. Imagination will take you everywhere. So what are you imagining? What are you placing before your life? What are you visioning or planning or hoping for in your life? Anyone want to share? Yes, Tracy. Ease and comfort. Let's hold ease and comfort for Tracy. That feels good. Anyone else? Yes. Financial freedom. It feels good, doesn't it, to claim it, know it. Financial freedom. We can all hold financial freedom, yes? One more. Yes, Roxana. I'm going to walk without any help from anything else, and I'm going to go back to the gym. Sounds like a New Year's resolution. It's good, yes. We can all decide what is for us. And taking care of the body temple is a valuable thing to do. Eating well, getting exercise, connecting with people that support you and nurture you the way you want. Or for me, it's just going to Costco and being surrounded as many people as possible because that fills my battery. But I'm just weird. But you already know that. And Ruger is just like looking at me like, I don't know what you're talking about. Myrtle Fillmore, co-founder of Unity, says it this way. We must learn to think health, to see health, to imagine health if we would express health. Now, I credit Myrtle Fillmore with starting Unity. She was diagnosed, or she had tuberculosis for many, many years, and they believed she was only going to live another 6 weeks. And she went to hear New Thought speaker, E.B. Weeks, and she heard, "You're a child of God, and you do not inherit illness." And it radically changed her experience because she had always believed everyone in her family died of tuberculosis. She was going to die of tuberculosis as well. She changed her thought and she began to think health, to see herself as healthy, and to imagine what it feels like to breathe as an easy healthy person, to walk as a healthy person, to relate with the family as a healthy person. Now you can change health to wealth or peace or love. You need to feel it. You need to know it. You need to be with what it is you want to express it. The universe doesn't work with, okay, give me a paycheck. I'm waiting. If you want more wealth in your life, you have to think wealth. You need to see yourself as healthy, which means start acting like the wealthy person you are. Stand up straight. Be generous. Opening doors or allowing that person to get into line. Oh, you've got 10 items and I've got 40. You go first. That's being wealthy, is being generous. When we don't have enough, we're stingy. We don't want to let go of anything. Imagine wealth. So what are you going to do if the golden coins flow into your existence? How are you going to live life differently? And if you're thinking, seeing, feeling, knowing, and imagining whatever it is you want to bring forth in your life, the gift is you're already there. If you believe you're healthy, you're healthy. Like when I embraced Roxana this morning. I'm walking! I'm doing it! I'm so happy. She's already flowing that energy of health and wholeness. Do you get it? Do you get that this imagination, this knowing, this believing is how we operate all the time? When you get in your car and you start the ignition, you head out, you're believing you're going to get from here to there. And you see how you're going to get from here to there. You're using all of your faculties to drive the car to get there. Yes? That's using your imagination. Now, if you have absolutely no imagination, or you're completely brain dead, you probably shouldn't be driving the car. That's why I always recommend that if you're going to do a really deep meditation and close your eyes, don't do it while you're driving. Imagination will take you everywhere. And I got this from the wonderful theologian and philosopher, the scientist Albert Einstein. He wrote about how often he would have a problem, go to sleep, and wake up with the solution the next day. That he had to separate himself from the logic, which he says logic will get you from A to B. Imagination will take you everywhere. And if you're working with the concept of all that is, everywhere's kind of big. That can be kind of scary. But that everywhere is the energy that supports the universe. The crepe myrtle's coming into bloom. The Fredericksburg peaches that are already in the farmers markets. Yesterday when I was leaving, the deer were here on the property, looked up from their eating to see who and what we were. Life, rain, clouds, opportunity. Our imagination will take us everywhere. And the Reverend Linda Martellowitz, I love Linda. She was the minister at Unity San Antonio for many years, and she went to Unity Village, and she was the director at Silent Unity, and now she works freelance, and she continues to write and do her wonderful magic with words. And here, she says, live from possibility rather than predictability. Do you understand the difference? Predictability is just the given. Gotta get to that appointment at 10. Okay, but if that's all you do, sit on the sofa and wait for a deadline, it's not living fully. It's living, but living from possibility means that we can get up out of the bed and not really know where God's going to lead us. What's going to open in our path? What are we going to be available to simply by opening to the inspiration? If imagination will take us everywhere, what do we want to imagine? What do we want to put into what do we want to give the cosmic waitress? The cosmic waitress is one of my favorite terms for God. Because whatever I give to God, I get. The ultimate waitress. I'm served lavishly. Our imagination is the power to achieve whatever we want. More fear, more love, more joy, more pain, more prosperity, more impoverishment. We can have it any way we want. And if we want to get some guidance, we want to see what it's kind of like to have that imagination, spend some time in the youth room with the kids. They have no difficulty at all with imagination. Whether it's a bow on their head or a hat on their head. It's more than the thing. My grandnephew Joey, Christmas morning, opened up all the gifts, and then he would play with the rock and the feather on the living room carpet rather than whatever that other thing was going on. Because the juice is in what we can see beyond the veil of reality. It makes life interesting. And I would certainly like life to be interesting than just another day. Thank you very much. Are you with me? This is June. It's time for imagination. What's your life going to bring forth? What flame of desire or choice for possibility than just taking life as life has always been? Are you ready? Good. So our personal exploration this week, I've got 3 questions. What would I desire to envision if I truly trusted God? You might try that one on. If you truly believed you were one with God and trusted God in every cell of your being, what would you envision then? We could always ask ourselves, am I imagining possibility or limitation? We know. And there's nothing wrong with limitation. Let me say that again. There's nothing wrong with limitation. But there's more. And we get to choose. Sometimes limitation is a good way for us to, I'm not going to go to the freezer and get ice cream. I'm going to limit my intake. Because if you ever ask me, do you want ice cream? My answer is always yes. Similarly, if you ask, do you want to go to the gym? My answer is always going to be no. But I go to the gym, and then it's just a question, when am I going to the gym? I'm not asking myself if I want to go. And I always feel better when I come out. But I forget that part. Am I imagining possibility or limitation? What new possibilities is Spirit inviting me to see? So to ask this question is a good time to spend some time in the silence, in meditation, to allow ourselves to hear what Spirit is inviting us into. And if we ask God for support, for guidance, for clear directions, we'll get it. I ask God to be louder than I am. So God speaks to me with a loud voice. No one else hears it, but I hear it. It's louder than me. Imagination truly will take you everywhere. The question is, where do you want to go? What do you want to do? And who do you want to be?